This that midnight train, the Georgia Polar Express, the solar eclipse, the cola is crisp, the silverware is stainless, gorgeous, jade and porcelain, Nola is...
I'm a really big Chance the Rapper fan. I'm actually probably the biggest Chance the Rapper fan that I know personally. So do with that what you will. I really like 10 Day. I really like acid rap. Here's where I'm going to lose some of you guys. Coloring Book and The Big Day, they're kind of the same to me in terms of quality. So here is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be defending the quality of The Big Day today, which is to say, there are a lot of stinkers on that album, but there are a lot of quality songs too. And I think that a lot of people listen to it on a first blush and then just sort of threw it in the trash. I think upon revisiting some songs, you're going to see that there's some quality in there. So let's do that. So right off the bat, you sort of get an idea of what Chance is going for with this album. There's a boisterous energy, there's a lot of hip house influence in there, and there's going to be a lot of fast, rapidy rapping.
But I can see it from the other side, see y'all rock, and we could have been Magneto if you see our locks, but we share it with the world, not just fans. Come out clean, looking like we jumped the broom in the dustpan.
So this opening song is a good tone setter for what to expect. It gets you into the right headspace. Something that was said a lot about this album is that Chance's pen is a little more silly. You know, a lot of the similes and metaphors that he's making in the rhymes and the punchlines that he's using, they don't quite make as much sense. They sort of fall apart upon inspection as opposed to some of his earlier work. Now, here's me playing devil's advocate, and you can totally leave this, but I feel like that sort of works with the more higher energy songs, especially when he's talking about, you know, this being the big day, this being the day where he's in union with his wife. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that he's going to be so elated and be filled with so much rapture that he's barely making sense at some points. I can totally understand why that justification wouldn't fly with some people. It just might be the case that objectively, Chance's pen wasn't as good in the album, and that was a side effect of him not spending as much time in the studio or whatever you want to say. But at the same time, I feel like it could work in the narrative of the album that he is just so happy that like he's mentally placing train tracks in front of him right as the train's moving, because like there's just so much like momentum going on in his head. He's just that filled with elation.
Make the three more famous and stuff. No cap, that's a roundhouse kick to a Jameson's neck. I got a Jada Pinkett keeping sure my shame is in check.
So on to Eternal, I really like the song. It's a good vibe, really laid back, kick back sort of thing that you could play at a barbecue or something like that. So here's the thing about a lot of the songs in this album. They are going to be about the same topic. A lot of this album is going to be about the hope for longevity in this union and the joy that his wife brings him. He's just going to be finding different ways to express that throughout the album.
We can be eternal.
So it kind of makes sense to me that he's just going to be in one song super hyper, and at the next song he's going to be kind of kicking back and being like, this is you and me on a Friday night staying in and watching some crappy reality TV while eating popcorn. You and me, you know, newlyweds, just kicking it and enjoying each other's company type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
You could fall much faster than you think you can. Big hands for my ring, I'ma need a Pringles can.
So with the next song, piggybacking off of what I was saying before, you're just finding different shades of the same idea. And this time he's just talking about like his wife finding him and helping him at his lowest and building him up from nothing, you know? So he felt that at a time of vulnerability, his wife was there for him, and he owed thankfulness to her, and that was a foundation for their relationship. This song I'm really into. Anything that has the vibe of the TV show Living Single, like the opening theme song for Living Single. Sign me up for it. So this song right here, yeah, you got me. There's not really much else to say. I just really love that retro vibe, and I feel like he emulated it very serviceably.
Please proof, meet me if I feel like road runner, I get my feet loose.
feel like this might be the first hard sell of the songs that I like. Here's something about Chance the Rapper that differs from a lot of other people who listen to Chance the Rapper. I don't have any problem with his voice. So when he goes into these higher octaves, in this higher register, when he's singing in this song,
Let's go on the road. Let's go on the road.
that's not something that bothers me. As a matter of fact, going back to that idea that I was talking about earlier, where he's like feeling this elation, like him trying to reach those notes and sort of like being sophomoric in his vocal prowess, I think that actually helps, because like it's just saying like I'm trying so hard physically to manifest like how I feel about you, but I can't do it. Like it's not possible for me physically.
It's a hottie, it's a body, we ain't missing no meals. I ride shoddy, she like 5 something but 6 in them heels. I'ma do Ducati, you go do 90 down to 90, huh? Know you going, know the 5, you know the 5, huh?
I talked about this song before, and I talked about the vibe that it has. I talked about the beat that it has. Very simple beat that's really laid back, and you can just ride on it. Chance rides on it really good. Meg Thee Stallion kills it with her feature. There's not much else to say. This song is just you should talk your talk, as opposed to talking about the marriage, the union, the relationship. You're just talking about feeling good.
Niggas is dogs who walk some. Talk shit cheap who bought some, yeah. Look at you ballin' flossin', yeah. Look at you ballin' flossin'.
This is Chance doing hip house. As opposed to being a song that I like or dislike, this is probably the only song that I'm on the fence about, because I feel like if Chance took it more seriously, he could have given us a more effective entry into like the hip house oeuvre. This is a little too silly, the peanut butter jelly and whatnot.
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a peanut butter jelly. Y'all ain't ready for the jelly, it'll break y'all back.
I get what he's going with. Like there's a sort of camp about just being a little silly with the hip house pastiche. Yeah, take it a little more seriously. Give us some more bars on this hip house. I feel like giving us legit penmanship on this hip house track, I feel like it would have worked just fine if he played it straight.
I seen niggas on one, try the wrong one. Get drunk, sing the same song, Ken Jong swung. Giant mistakes on V5 numb.
The song 5-Year Plan really wears its heart on its sleeve. Pretty self-explanatory what it's talking about. It's very contemplative, thinking about the passage of time, thinking about what can happen in 5 years, what happens in a day, and extrapolating that to, several hundred days, over 1,000 days.
The time has come, time has come. Know who you are. Know who you are.
It's all about using the minutes between when you're waking up and when you go to bed every single day.
You need a bag. You need a.
I really like the bounce in this song. This is a great flip of a James Taylor song, first of all. The bounce in the beat is great. The chorus I really like a lot. The cowboy feature, I enjoyed it. This is a good song. Found a good one. That's another hip house song that's on here. I don't like the studio version as much. I really like the live version. There's just one live rendition that he does. I really like the end of that live rendition.
Let me explain it because it works real fast. Now what you witnessed was a parallel paradigm. You was there, you just wasn't there in time. Turns out she the mankind. Very smart and she very kind and she very fine. Give me kisses in her spare time. And she's very mine.
So yeah, I haven't met a person personally who has enjoyed The Big Day, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to let people know that it is a possibility that people like The Big Day, and I want to let people know for the reasons why someone might find value out of this album.